For me to stop being the bottleneck in their operation, I give documentation when I need to. And when I do, it's just another way for me to earn something extra. And it's also a way for me to clearly demonstrate my confidence in the event that I'm not around. Anybody can grab that document and begin to, know what to do. Or even if they can't, they know where to start. A lot of developers don't document their work for the client. The thinking is, if I teach them what to do, then they replace me or they don't need me anymore. But I think that that's wrong. That's not really the best way to approach it, and I'm going to tell you why. So right now I'm building a live project right now. I'm building a website for a local nonprofit organization, and as part of the project, or I've finished the project, and now I am in the final stage is to write a documentation, like a guide or a manual for them that they can use to fix some of the things that they want to fix. Say for instance, they want to change a contact in the footer, or they want to add a new staff member to their team. Well, I would love to be paid to do that, but maybe at the time that they need this change, I am in the middle of another project or something takes my attention away. um, I wouldn't like that they have to wait for me and I become the bottleneck, or I become the reason why this thing isn't done. For me, I would love my work to live as long as possible. Like if I deliver something for a client, I would love that work to be to be used for as long as possible, right? Even if it requires little intervention from my side, especially on the minor things. Yeah, of course, that's a world that I'll take. Part of the reason why I'm making this video is that when I took up a certain project from a client, the service provider did not give them any form of documentation. They just gave them a login to the domain and the hosting account, and a login to the WordPress dashboard. That's it. And there were issues, like so many issues that they had on this website. So many things got broken. The whole process got messed up. Like some services are no longer being paid for. So they broke, they stopped working. And I had to step in. And when I did, it took me like almost a month to figure out like you know, every little thing that like was wrong and for me to fix it. Now we can't fix it. We had to rebuild the website. And the current services that they had have to still be on the website, so that they don't see something different happening. They can see that what they used to do is the same thing that they're going to keep doing, right? Process wise, because organizations have a way of doing things, they are not like always changing it. So it took me a really long time to figure that out before we head into development. So for most developers, the most they deliver to their client is the username and password to the platform that they have their things on. Like for instance, I'm gonna talk about WordPress, right? Because I build mainly WordPress websites. So for most developers, they will just get the username and password to the hosting account and the domain account, and also the WordPress dashboard. That's really what they give. Or maybe they just add the cPanel login to the package that they are delivering. Let's go through some of the reasons why it's best for you, in your interest and in the interest of your client, for you to provide documentation. So in my opinion, I think that giving some form of documentation to your client signals trust and confidence. It's like me saying, hey, I am so confident in what I've built for you that I am not scared, or I am not insecure, or I'm willing to let you have a look into what I'm doing, or what I did for you. Like, I'm not scared that you're gonna replace me if I let you know these things. So I just feel that it brings trust and it signals confidence. And as a result of that, your work get to live longer. if an organization or a business gives me documentation for something that they have done for me, I mean, I'll feel special, right? I'll feel that, oh, I can trust them. And most times, from my experience, if I give them that document, they don't even really touch the thing because they're like, hey, thank you. You know what? We don't want to break things, we don't want to make things like go bad. So, you know what? Although you've given us documentation, how much will you charge if you want to do that? It really comes back to me, like it really rewards me when I provide documentation for my client. Another reason why I think that it's good for you to provide documentation to your client is that it's a referral opportunity. What do I mean by that? Okay, because I am so confident in my work and I care so much about my client, when I provide documentation for them, they tend to another organization or another um, type of client like them that need the same service, and then they are like, oh, these guys, just go with them, because if you go with them, they're not gonna like put you in a hostage situation. They're going to provide documentation beyond just username and password. They're gonna like, and I don't mean that that's gonna be like an expectation that all new clients will have, but of course you're charging for it, right? You're not doing the documentation just because you are nice and you are like running a like a charity or something. You're charging for it. You're taking money for it, right? And that even feeds into my next point, that providing documentation is actually an upsell that you can give your client. Like it gives you the opportunity to earn beyond what you've charged. You can charge maybe an extra 10% or 15% of whatever you charge them, or even 20%, or I mean 30% maybe, even, depending on how deep you want to go, assuming that you want to go deeper. Like, depending on how deep you want to go with the documentation, you can actually charge up to what, 20 and 30% in some situations if you want to. But maybe that's a big ask. But of course, yeah. One other very important reason why you should provide documentation is not really just for your client, but it's for you. Take, for instance, you become a bigger business than you are now, and you have employees and you have a team and everything. And do you really want to be the guy that they reach out to, or one of the 200 clients have reached out to you that we want to change just this little thing? We want to create a new account for a new member of our team. Do you want to be the one that's like having that ongoing tech support all the time? I know that you want to have like a recurring revenue and stuff, but when you have the documentation, one of the things it gives you is an internal document for your business. Your team, people from your team, can later on pick that document, go through, and know what to do, like know what to serve your client. And then, in that way, we can say that you are not working in your business, but you're working on your business. You are building your business. You're future proofing your business. You stop like doing things as just one individual, but like you're laying the foundation on which you can build a thriving business that's independent of you physically pressing buttons to have that business going in the future. So, what are some of the ways that you can write documentation for your clients? For me, I have a background in making videos, right? So, and I think pretty much anybody can do this. You can actually make a PDF, right? As a developer, you might think certain things are obvious, but you'd be surprised that it's not the case. Even like you having a description of, you know, some of the plugins, what they do, not detailed, but like just at least having a list of plugins that you use to build that website, and just a little bit of like, insight into what some of these do, right, counts as documentation. And when you read these documentations, there are certain things you can only show in text, and there are certain things that you can not show in text. How else do you show them? Screen grabs. You can make screen grabs and label it and like do like annotations and thing and stuff, right, on these like screen grabs or screenshots as some people call it. And that forms part of your documentation. And to even take it a step further, you can actually record videos. You can record like your screen recording. You use, if you're on Windows, you can, there are many different ways. If you're on Mac, it's even easier for you to record screens in on the Mac, or even on the Windows or Linux, like whatever. There are plethora of ways for you to record screens and videos, and even maybe a talking head like this. Um, that's if you want to do it, but you are not a video production company. So, Stanley, they are not video production companies. Why are you telling them that they should record talking heads? Okay, fine. No talking heads, but you get the idea. So these are the few things that I have learned about this aspect of the business, and how I think it can help you. And shameless plug, if you are a business or an organization looking for a website to be built, and you want to have documentation, you want to be able to know that even when the developer is not there, i.e., me, I'm not there, some things can still keep on moving. Well, you should visit my website. You should like this video, comment, subscribe, sign up, and you should reach out to me, and then we figure out how we can take you from point A to point B in your business as far as your online presence is concerned. I will see you later on. I don't know when next I'm recording a video, but these are just things that I think I want to share. And as and when I have something, I'm going to share. So you should follow, you should subscribe, you should share, and all that stuff, so that when I make another video about something that I have encountered, something practical, if I see something practical, I can share it and you can have access to it, and then we can keep learning and keep thriving. And I will see you sometime. Maybe never. Oh.